Today we're going for a ride. But before I do, we gotta slime up. We gotta slime up. Because where I'm gonna ride today, there are thorns and stickers and cactus and stuff like that. Will this prevent you from getting a flat? No. What it will do is let you pull the thorn out and pump your tire back up with air, and hopefully it will hold air. So far, I've been running this stuff in my tires for years, but in the trikes, 6 months, I've had 2 flats. Both of them, all I had to do was pump it back up. So, some of you don't like slime, some of you do, some of you have your preferred brand that's better than sliced bread. I've never used your brand, I've only used this brand and I like it. So I'm gonna slime my tires, about 4 to 5 ounces per tire. Put your valve stem at a 2 o'clock position, right there. Pull the stem core out, put in 4 to 5 ounces per tire, and air them back up and drive it right away. Let it slosh around in there. You have to shake this stuff real good before you use it because there's fibers and stuff in there. So, and I warmed it up with my little space heater over there because it's like 30 degrees outside because we're going for a ride today. Okay, so this is where I mount my little hand pump that I bought, Amazon. It's a pretty good one. I like it. Anyway, you want to test these out every so often to make sure they work. They do have grease on there on the O-rings. You need to check it. Anyway, it's pretty cool the way it works. This hose goes down in here and clips in. And the top goes up in here. And then the pump just goes in there. And then nice and tight. And that's where I keep my pump, right there on the back of my bike. There's an attachment point here, one on the other side. There's one right here, and there's one on the other side over there, next to my computer display. I've got 4 mounting points. I've got my flag on the back over here, mounted, and I got my pump, and I got room for water. Typically, I carry water bottles in the back bag, but you got places here if you want to attach stuff up there. All right, I got my tires all slimed up. It's a little blustery today, a little cloudy, a little chilly, a little windy. Let's go to the desert and try our first desert ride on my Sunseeker Fat Tad. Now, I got this from electrictrike.com. If you're looking for a EcoTad, you're looking for any kind of electric trike bike, mostly trikes is what I know them for, give them a call. They make a lot of electric setups for these trikes. Anyway, they're the one that's rolled it up on my Fat Tad here, and I appreciate them. They've been working with me closely. Any technical issues, which haven't been many, just very helpful. I like old Jason, he's a good guy. I think he's the main guy out there for electrictrike.com. Anyway, I'm working closely with them. I hope to keep riding their equipment. I really like their hub design. They build their own rear rims and tires and their hub assemblies in-house. So that's a pretty neat setup. I think they do more than anybody in the country, maybe in the world. Anyway, it's a little blustery, but let's go for a ride. So I'm gonna go on my first desert ride ever on a trike. slimed my tires up, which you'll see on the front end of the video. I pressured my tires to the manufacturer's recommendation. So we're ready to rock and roll. We're in Los Alturas, which is south of the New Mexico State University golf course, right inside the edge of Las Cruces. Anyway, we're in Los Alturas. Got a lot of traffic. I'm trying to not listen to or film around. It's just a little hard in the morning. It's a bustling place. I kid you not, there's more landscaping companies out here than anywhere I've ever lived. It's amazing. What are they landscaping? The sand? I swear I've been watching these landscaping companies in this rich neighborhood, and all they do is get a weed blower and blow leaves around. They don't, it's amazing. So it cracks me up. I mean, I live in the same neighborhood, and I don't have landscapers, and mine looks just like the people that have landscaping. So I guess people with money just like to say I have a landscaper. Anyway, I just noticed things. Good for them. I'm glad they have money. Anyway, as we ride through the money place, let's go to this trail I think I found and check it out. So as we ride to the destination today, inevitably viewers are going to ask me, what's the battery life and the range on your trike and on the new Sunseeker? And I can't answer that on the Sunseeker, so don't ask me yet. Give me time. But I still get it on the trike after 6 months, and I've made 2 or 3 videos where I talk about it. I'm just going to tell you people that your riding style is different than mine. There's so many variables that go into that. So trike is 35 to 40 miles, my riding style. I put a lot of effort into these legs. I'm in pretty good shape for an old fart and all the medical issues I have. So my riding style is different than yours. Anyway. So I don't know what the Sunseeker is going to do yet. Right now it's looking pretty good. I've been riding a couple of times and it's still at 90% now. We'll see. Anyway, we are to the start of the trail. Let's see how this bad boy does. Now I hope I don't take cactus because they're out here. It's real sandy. I'm a little concerned. Never ridden off-road yet. This is me and you are doing this for the first time together. I do it on film. I'm an honest guy. That's what Jason said at electrictrike.com. Jason's the guy I'm working with, my buddy out there. He says, man, Smitty, I like you're honest. There's the only way to be. So it's not only goat heads here I got to worry about. See all these prickly pear cactus? Seems my little friends, my little beady friends, the mice, love to take those things and drag them around and protect their nest with thorns, cactus thorns. And when they do that, no telling what you're going to get out here. I think they do it. Look at this thing. Look at that thorn. It looks like some alien. Ooh. I forgot what they call these, devil's horns. Crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Looks like some kind of alien. They're all over the place out here. I gotta get back in this thing. Sandy. Man, I hope I can get back up this hill. I don't want to push. We'll see what she can do. God, these devil horns are all over the place out here. I think this is a walking trail, not a riding trail. Woo! There's a road. Cool. I'm gonna go ride the dam. Now I'm on gravel now. I'll tell you what, I could not bring my little trike charge out here. She wouldn't do it. I could get her on this gravel road, but it would rattle my teeth out and it would tear the trike up. It would. This thing's suspension, and I can feel it. I mean, you can still hear my boys, you know, doing that, but I'm telling you, it's night and day. Night and day. This is cool. 1,000 watt surge hub motor, 750 continuous is perfect. It's a little more power than I'm used to having. So I'm riding in level 1 assist, and it maintains 4 miles an hour. And I had mentioned that TerraTrike in level 1 does 9 miles an hour. But I appreciate that electrictrike.com set this up that way, because I don't want to go that fast off-road. Ooh, a lot of thorns here. A lot of thorns. Come on, slime, please work. Please work. Anyway, this is a reservoir dam for flood control. Believe it or not, it does rain in Las Cruces. I know it doesn't look like it. Real deserty. Real deserty. They don't get much rain down here. But buddy, when they do, it can come a gully washer. I've seen it. Thunder boom. They'll get 2-3 inches in 30 minutes. Just a deluge. And then it don't rain for another 2 months, you know? It's funny. I've been doing a lot of video content on all the modifications I'm doing to my Sunseeker Fat Tad. I call her my fatty. So off in the distance right there, you'll see the Oregon Mountains. Spanish named them that because they think they look like organ pipes. Not so much from this vantage point, but if you go about 6-7 miles into Las Cruces, more towards the north side of town, those get real colander straight up and down. That's a rough, rugged, straight verticals. Crazy. I know my GoPro doesn't show the majestic attitude of that mountain, but it is a beautiful mountain, and it is right in the middle of the desert. What's on the other side of that is White Sands Missile Range and White Sands National Monument, where you go visit and play in the White Sands. And then the Army and the Air Force and Holloman Air Force, and you got Biggs down there south, a lot of Army activity. NASA's out there. They got a lot of stuff going on out there. Got to traverse these look at these cactus that I'm going around, or not cactus, these thorny bushes. Look at that. I got to make sure it'll run over those. Ooh, that's a tire buster. I don't know if slime would fix that. I don't think so. Right down there in that valley is the Rio Grande. Rio Grande. And you see all those dust plumes down there in the distance? All those dust plumes down there in the distance, you can see look like dust devils down there. Those are the harvesting of the pecans in the pecan orchards. They go shake those trees and then they windrow them, and then a machine comes in and picks them all up. I think it's a giant vacuum cleaner, twigs and leaves and everything else and those nuts. And then they go process that stuff down there. I did a video on my trike talking about my charge, and I videotaped how they do the harvesting of those pecans. But when you drive through Los Cruces and you see that, it's not fires, it's dust from the orchards. And they start in December, mid-December harvesting, and go, they're still going up and down the valley. And I've noticed they have pecans all the way to Belen, New Mexico, which is just south of Albuquerque now. It's becoming the state's cash crop for the state. Down here they do a lot of cotton, a lot of pecans. Green chili to the north of me in Hatch. That's the green chili, red chili capital of the world. That's right north of here. So this is a major farming community. Don't look like it because I'm out in the desert portion. Loving it, love it. That looks like a fun place to go. Anyway, it's fun. I didn't get to do off-road before. Now I get to explore new stuff. Stay away from me. Stay away. I gotta watch these thorns. There ain't no amount of slime in the world that's gonna prevent death. That's like bigger than a 8-penny nail. Ooh. Another one. The tiny ones are worse. You don't see them. So far so good. Vigilance. I'll probably still get a flat. I don't want to be a pessimist, but anyway, this looks fun out here, right? Never in my wildest dreams would I have came down here in my little charge. It's just not built for it. It's not the charge's fault. I love my charge, don't get me wrong. I rode it yesterday and I rode it the day before. I've been working on this thing. I think I enjoy building stuff and tinkering on these things as much as I do riding them, and I love to ride them. I try to ride every day. If the weather permits, I'm out here. Minimum of 10 to 12 miles a day. I feel good with that. Sometimes I go 25 miles. Now, if you don't want to do 25 miles, don't feel bad about it. That's good. Do 5, do 4. I think you'll find that if you start riding these things, you're going to be at the end of your ride saying, okay, how come that went by so fast? You can do 10 miles in an hour easy. I do 10 miles in 45 minutes, but I've been riding pretty steady for 6 months. And I don't go fast. Just because it'll go downhill doing 30 miles an hour doesn't mean I go downhill 30 miles. I don't want to get road rash. I don't want to crash this thing. So far I'm really liking this Fat Tad. It's a beast. It's just out here climbing all over these rocks and gravel and sand. We'll see how she does on the way back, because I got to go back up that sandy hill I came down. We'll see. I could air down a little bit on my rear knobby. I run slicks in the front and a knobby in the rear. They'll make this trike, electrictrike.com will make this trike however you want it. With or without fenders, all knobbies. 2 slicks on the front, a knobby on the back. Slicks all the way around, knobbies all the way around. No fenders. I don't want fenders. Because out here in New Mexico, it'll be nice one minute, and it'll be raining like heck the next, or snowing at this time of year. It's January. And today it's supposed to get up to 60 degrees. But that's just a warm front coming through, because there's a cold front coming down from Canada and Alaska. I guess they're not happy with their cold air, so they're sending it down here. Give me a taste of what they live with. I don't like that. They can keep that crap up there. Anyway, we're gonna get it again. I am climbing a pretty steep hill here. I'm gonna use the throttle to help me. This steep, loose gravel, you can hear it. It's getting after it, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're back to the sandy part. Let's see what happens. Little worry. What do you think? Do you think she'll make it? Taking bets? I know she's got big fat tires. I'm still 200 pounds of lard bucket, so 1/3 of that weight's on that rear tire. Maybe more. I think there's probably more because the hub's back there. Anyway, look at the view. That's what I'm talking about. All right, folks, let's see what she'll do. I'm gonna use the throttle a lot on this, I think. Better. Sandy again. Come on now, come on. Let's do this, girl. Come on. Yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. It came out in a different place. I only got stuck once. She made a believer out of me. I didn't think she would do it at all. I didn't even air down my rear tire. When I got into deep sugar sand is where I had problems. Wow, what a beast. Way outperformed what I thought she would do. Golly, folks. Wow. I gotta stop. Check out my rig. Well, I don't see any flats. Knock on wood 3 times. My gosh, folks, you saw that sand. You got to get into really deep sugar sand for it to, you know, bog out. And I was using throttle and getting after it because I'm filming. I was short one hand, so I really couldn't traverse like I would have if I had both hands on the wheel. So I think she'll do even better when I'm not filming, because then I can articulate through there a little more confidence. Filming's hard. You're short one hand. I put some effort in it, folks. I was pedaling just as hard as she was, and but hey, I'm more than impressed. I think this is my ticket here to go up where I'm going to go ride. I think she'll do fine. I took it kind of in an extreme situation. Anyway, folks, wow. Wow! Folks, if you do any off-roading, you got to get you a fatty, man. A Fat Tad from trike.com. So they sell these things at different companies. Why did I pick Electric Trike? I didn't. My dad did. My dad bought this for me for Christmas. I don't know why he chose them, but I'm glad he did, because working with them, working with Jason out there, I think he's high up in the company. Heck, he may be the CEO for all I know. He seems like it, because he really cares about his customers. And that's all I want. I want a relationship with a company. If I need parts, if I need support, I need a company that's going to be there. Now, I cannot complain about my experience with Whiz Wheels. I ain't going to do it. They were just like Jason at electrictrike.com. I guess if you're in business for any length of time, you got to have some good customer support, or why would anybody go to you? Anyway, I've never rode a ice. I've never rode a cat, an Aza, you know, $12,000 rigs. I've never touched a $12,000 rig. Hadn't even seen one in person. I mean, they look cool. I'm sure if I rode an Aza or a cat or an ice, I'd love them, but I haven't ridden one. I'm not about spending tons of money. I just want to go have a good time. Most Americans don't have that kind of disposable income right now. The deal for a fat suspension trike, as far as trike prices go, I guess Sunseeker's the leader in the market for a pretty quality built rig. Anyway, based on my customer service with electrictrike.com, I wouldn't be afraid to buy something from them. They do the Liberty, which is a custom in-house built trike, specifically for a different type of riding, maybe a little older folks that's looking for more traditional upright. Dude, they specialize in that stuff. They've been doing this a long time. No, Jason didn't build this rig up. He didn't tell me it would do what it would do. I just went and found out myself, along with you just now. If you can ride sugar sand, you can do anything in this thing. I mean, you got to get in some steep uphill, gravelly, loose stuff. It ain't gonna pull it. But if you're just out doing gravel road riding and that type of stuff, you're not gonna have a problem with this beast. And then get you some slicks for the front so you can ride on the road like I'm doing. If you do too much road riding with a knobby on the front, you're gonna wear your tires out real quick. Till the next ride, folks. Have a nice day.